What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome to your stimulus update and daily news report for Friday, May 20th. So here's what's going on today. First off, we're going to discuss why President Biden is causing major concerns amongst his party. Many Democrats are worried that what President Biden is doing is impacting them, causing them to have a tougher time actually moving forward in these midterm elections. So I want to address what's going on there. We're also going to talk about how there is a new stimulus program where one county, and it's a major county, is actually giving out $500 checks, guaranteed income checks, to over 3,000 residents. So it's pretty big there. That will actually go on for 2 years. But there's a lot of concerns, okay? So let's really talk about what's going on. Then I will address what Congress is doing, because the House is passing bills, the Senate is passing bills, President Biden is signing bills. This is all turning into a pretty big month for at least our Congress. So here's what's happening at this time. Now first, before I get into today's update, if you could and you enjoy these daily updates, do me a favor, just take 2 seconds, go ahead, hit that like button, and let's get right down to it. So first, the U.S. economy is actually starting to show some signs, some warning signs of a recession. However, the American people continue to spend money like stimulus is coming, and it's not for all Americans. We know the U.S. government, they keep sending money overseas. This is causing a lot of issues to voters because many people are asking, why not us? Why do we not get more assistance? We also know Democrats are trying to do more to ensure that President Biden's approval rating stops dipping, because that's what it keeps on doing. Right now, honestly, there's so much going on, many people don't even understand what or why. So I will be addressing those today. But let's talk about the bills that still need to be passed, okay? Because why do more bills need to be passed? The American people need to be taken care of. It's that simple. However, right now it's not all about that. One Senate Democrat stated that they must pass popular provisions to ensure that they have a shot at winning the midterm elections in a handful of months. Makes sense. Especially when President Biden's approval rating is currently just 39%. That's 39% across the board. But what is even more shocking is his approval rating amongst Democrats stands at just 73%. That's what's shocking. Now, right now, many lawmakers have publicly stated that his approval rating is low, mainly because of all the promises that he's made, but he hasn't delivered on. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, because there's a lot of things President Biden has promised, but he has not been able to deliver. For example, bringing costs down. Costs keep going up. Providing $200 a month to people on Social Security. That never happened. He never even discussed it. Forgiving up to $10,000 in student loan debt. That is something that's still up for debate, but it's looking likely to happen, most likely over the next 4 to 5 months. So we'll see. Honestly, it's going to be interesting to see how the next few months go and what Congress may pass, because right now there's a lot of stuff they're working on. But we do have some news on what Congress has actually passed so far. So yesterday, the Senate passed the $40 billion in Ukraine aid. This passed with a vote of 89 to 11. All 11 no's were actually from Republicans. Now, I get this question a lot, so you're probably wondering why sending $40 billion to Ukraine was needed. Why is this a good thing? Well, according to most Republicans, the $40 billion that we sent or are sending to Ukraine, this just ensures that we don't actually have to send our U.S. troops in country to help fight. So this pretty much takes out the possibility that we are going to go to war with Russia. So by sending $40 billion, this essentially accomplishes that one goal, is we do not go to war. That's really all it's doing. Another thing that Congress has been working on, the House, they actually passed a bill to fight oil and gas price gouging. The bill allows the president to ensure an energy emergency declaration. Now, here's what this would do. In doing so, it would actually make it unlawful for companies to excessively increase gas and home fuel prices. That's really it. The only issue with this bill that was passed by the House is that there's no Republicans that supported it in the House. The expectation is that no Republicans will support this in the Senate either, and that means there's a very small chance the bill will even get passed. Again, it has to get 60 votes. There's 50 Senate Democrats, so it means 10 Republicans have to jump on board. As of right now, that doesn't look likely. Another thing that Congress has been working on, Nancy Pelosi is actually saying that Congress could pass the Transformational Competitive Act before July 4th. Now, this is actually considered a priority to many lawmakers. Some say this is going to help fight inflation. Others say this is going to help ensure that we are less dependent on other countries. But what you need to keep in mind is this bill would approve billions of dollars for programs to speed up U.S. manufacturing of things like semiconductor chips, which we have a major shortage of. This bill would also help the U.S. compete in sectors that are dominated by other countries, specifically China. Now, if we want to get away from being so reliant on other countries or just relying on China, this bill is a must. And I want to bring this up because what most people don't realize is that this bill has been passed by both the House and the Senate. You're probably thinking, well, if it's been passed by the House and the Senate, why has President Biden not signed it? What are we waiting for? The only problem is the House passed the House version of the bill, the Senate passed the Senate's version of the bill, and neither one can agree to pass the other. So they have both passed the bill, but they've been two separate bills, which is why this has not been signed by President Biden. That's it. The good news is, recent talks have gotten the two sides closer together, and this is why Nancy Pelosi believes that just one more month of negotiations will actually lead to the eventual passing of this bill. So, that's good news there. Now, the last thing that the Senate did yesterday was they approved a bill to ease the baby formula shortage. Now, I want to address why this is. And yes, we still have a baby formula shortage. A lot of people that do not have babies don't completely understand this, but a manufacturing plant was shut down back in February. It has not opened. The FDA has given approval to open up the plant. It will most likely open not next week, but the week after Memorial Day. So was it June 2nd or June 1st, whenever? That's when the plant would open. But what you need to keep in mind is it's still going to be another 6 to 8 weeks after that before baby formula would hit the shelves. So here's what the Senate did. The Senate approved a bill, and by passing this bill, just to give you an idea, because the House passed it on a Wednesday, this is going to allow WIC, I believe WIC stands for Women, Infant, Children, or something like that. WIC participants could get just one specific formula, okay, for their babies, based off of that voucher that you get in the WIC program. That was how it was in the past. However, the good news is now they can buy any brand. They can go and buy any brand of baby formula the store offers if that one specific brand is not available. So this means that now every single brand is covered under WIC, which means any parent that has a child that uses baby formula, okay, they can get the formula that their child needs. This is good news, okay? So this is really good to any parents who couldn't afford the off-brand formula, because again, if you're on WIC, chances are you're a lower income family, so you need additional help. So this is actually a pretty big change, and this is something that many people were saying that has been needed for quite some time. So it's good news that has been approved. Now here's the last thing. I want to touch on this because I'm always getting questions about, hey, are we going to see more money? Are we going to see another stimulus check? Are we going to see more guaranteed income programs pop up? Yes. The answer is yes. Now, I'm always talking about how I'm doing my research, trying to figure out, are there other countries or are there other counties or cities or states providing guaranteed income? The answer is yes. We are now seeing another $500 per month guaranteed income program. This is actually coming to all residents in Cook County, Illinois. Now, I want to touch on this because we have seen the Chicago, Illinois, which is in Cook County. We have seen their city provide $5,000 for $500 checks to 5,000 residents. Okay, their application portal that was already opened. This one is coming to all residents of Cook County, Illinois, the entire county. The program is going to offer $500 a month. It's going to go on for 2 full years, and it will be given to 3,250 residents. That's pretty substantial. This program is actually going to choose participants at random through a little bit of a lottery, and this lottery is actually going to take place sometime in the fall. What officials are saying is that the first payments will be sent out before the end of the year. So that's good news there, is that yes, there is more stimulus coming. It's coming to a specific county, and just understand, there's so much money that these states and counties have that they have to spend it. Some are seeing now, this summer is going to be the best time to spend this money because the American people need it. They're still suffering. Then on top of them suffering, the other issue is prices keep going up for food, for gas, getting more expensive. So because of that, many states, many cities, many counties are going to be looking for other opportunities to give their residents more money. So that's what we know at this time. As always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share all latest news and updates. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.